Did he drop any loot? Oh, he dropped all the loot.
Sweet relief.
That's wonderful. And the elemental staff.
Ho, hero. 'Tis I, the Summer King. Wholly do I... Hey, quit shoving. Knock it off, will you? I'm trying to...
The brothers always say.
Excuse me.
Out of the way. It's Lurian's turn. Well, I thought the day would never come. Thanks for giving old Carrot Face the great melt. We and the Earth Kingdom owe you a tremendous... what? Well, you'll have to wait your turn. Oh, for the love of all that's igneous, go ahead then, if it'll stop your owling.
Excuse me, but I have to say my piece. I won't last another minute in this uncouth company. My left side's burnt to a crisp, my right reeks of moss. How do I break you out of the staff?
We overheard a crafty little imp named Gigix tell Boreas that the staff can only be destroyed where it was created. The elemental forge. He seemed to imply that the forge was somewhere in Iverheim itself, but I know not its exact location.
Ah, don't worry, I got it all figured out. But you must hurry. I can feel my breezes stagnating within this tiny prison, and Mr. Hothead here has turned the place into a sauna.
Better the crackle of embers than this idiotic blustering.
Oh, cover your ears, hero. Nothing whips up a flame like a wild wind.
I'll begin searching a way to break you free.
The elemental forge, hero. It's the only way.
Alright, let's get this shit.
Striking it
Dancing
rich!
devil sprats, comrade. A talking staff. Burn it before its sauce tendrils start leaching your eye jelly.
Yes, yes. Please smash that evil piece of craftsmanship before I end up pregnant with sauce homunculi.
First of all, that's not the way it works. And now the music's back. Great.
Back to my feet again.
Alright, let's go back to the Elemental Forge. It was
Into the fray once more.
The lava pits. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go. Go into the Elemental Forge. Oh, there's gold here. I didn't see that. And there's iron. I don't need iron though. And there's bars and oh, this loot I didn't pick up. It's magnificent. Let's just grab it. There and there. I don't need the ore though. I don't really use the ore for anything. Oh, fire essence. I always could use more essence. Okay. I'm sorry, kitty. He's kind of trying to get comfy in my lap right now. Alright. Doop doop doo 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 doo. Blues can do, we can too. I miss Blue's Clues. I missed it when Blue did not talk. Like, when she started to fucking talk, that got weird. Like, never mind there's a spotted blue dog that's like... No, there is, like, the fucking dog can talk now. That's just wrong. That's wrong, dude. Alright, let's get rid of this fucking Elemental Forge. Alright. Where is it? I don't have it. Let me save just in case I do something wrong. I don't think I've done anything wrong right now. You have it, I think. Right? Yes you do. Alright, so let's get you up to it. My frame rate is not liking me right now. Alright. Where is it? There we go. Combine. There we go.
Brother, sister, we are free. And who is this? Can it be that a frail mortal human faced and bested our own scheming Boreas? Ah, but this is no mortal, I see. Strange you'd take the guise of a source hunter. But I shall of course honor your chosen form. Indeed, I suppose I should have expected that one of your kind would snare our brother sooner or later.
Ah, you could see that I used to be the awesome general of awesomeness. Good to know.
Boreas always did dance uncomfortably close to the dark arts. But I suppose the others of we elemental monarchs thought it better not to interfere in the affairs of his realm.
And you see, where did that get you?
No, like fools we waited for his pride, his hunger for us from our own seats of safety and into his sordid storm. We, and with us all the subjects of the realm of Fairy, do owe you our lives, Source Hunter. If, no, not if, but when, we might be of assistance to you in this dimension, you must call upon me personally.
Who are you?
I am King Sewer of the Summer Kingdom of Calvia, brother, alongside the other elemental monarchs, to the unfortunate and insane Boreas. In earlier days, we ruled the four realms of Fairy in relative peace, each of us the master of our own kingdom. But something changed in Boreas. He grew darker somehow, more than was typical of his usual melancholy. We worried, yes, but chose not to intervene. Boreas was the Lord of Hyberheim, and it was his right to rule it as he pleased. When our brother called the elemental seats to convene in Hyberheim, we were ecstatic. Boreas seemed again interested in the joint rule of Fairy, in upholding the long-established diplomacy of our lands.
And then you got trapped.
When we arrived, however, it was not Boreas who greeted us, but a dark figure. A woman with a stare like blackest fire. In her staff she held a demonic power, the likes of which I've never felt. And as we were sucked into its depths, we thought we'd never see the light of Fairy again.
That was probably Leandra. What do you know about her?
I listened closely when I could to Boreas' doings. From what I could tell, it seems this woman had little contact with our deranged brother after the initial exchange of the staff. From what I could tell, the arrangement was thus. She gave him us, contained, and in return he gave her access to his great star stone, and scores of imps he'd invited to Hyberheim. After that, the two parted, and I heard little more of the woman. In his fits of madness, Boreas would sometimes bellow abuse about the demon woman. I can only assume he meant the same who trapped us.
So, I found the White Witch, but she's trapped in ice. You're a fire dude. Can you help me?
Source Hunter, it would be my sincerest honor. Take this rune, and use it to summon me when you're near the witch once more. If she can be extracted from Boreas' ice, I'll find a way to make it so.
Okay.
Settle that in it. We best be on our way then. The spring and autumn kingdoms won't rule themselves, you know. May our paths cross soon, Source Hunter.
Later. Alright, let's go back to the prison. And let's go free the White Witch. And then we can, you know, go to the next town. After no, we can't. We have to do the initiation and blah 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 blah. Alright, hurry up, guys. Hurry up, guys. Arhul!
It seems the Winter King has woven ice too rare and powerful for mere fire.
Don't worry, Arhul. I got shit. I
I don't know how long she'll last within that ice. There must be a way.
I'm working on it. Where is that rune? Maybe Zorik has the rune. Where's I type?
Damnation. Not even a crack.
Zorik, do you have the rune? What does a rune look like? Heh. Oh, there it is. Use. Sup?
This is your White Witch, then? And you're sure you want to free her, are you? Even our mad Boreas wouldn't have wasted such precious ice on a petty criminal. Whatever she did to find herself here must have been rather severe indeed.
Yeah.
But I am in your debt, and I would be remiss not to honor your request. Shield your eyes, Source Hunter. To melt ice of this refinement, I'll need to summon an equally rare flame.
Well, you are the king of the Summer Kingdom, so I think you can do it.
Gods, it's colder than a witch's teat. How very callous of Leandra to inter her only sister in a barren tundra for eternity.
Icara, you're all right? The ice, King Boreas, and your sister. What a frigid hell you've endured.
And yet not even a frigid hell like this could induce you to put on a shirt, could it, Ahu? My old friend, surely I have you to thank for my salvation.
Nope.
That honor goes to a pair of talented source hunters, actually. If not for their efforts, I'd be quite uselessly prowling around your prison still.
Then perhaps I ought to address my savior directly. Source Hunter, is that the masquerade? Well, what a motley crew we are. Isn't there somewhere a bit warmer we might discuss matters?
What do you mean by masquerade? We are members of the Order of the Source Hunters.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Do pardon me. I didn't mean to imply you were very clearly eternal beings in the guise of minor mortals. Not at all. Please, let's do carry on.
How the fuck do you know that? And you are the White Witch?
Oh, yes, I suppose I am. But I do prefer my given name. Icara, that is. Charmed. But I hope I haven't disappointed my own hero. Am I just as white and witchy as you'd hoped?
How did you become imprisoned here?
First things first, Source Hunter. For my freedom, I owe you every imaginable thanks. My soul had withered in this prison, and I might not have survived much longer without your help. Now, about the culprits. My corrupted sister and the mad Winter King. When I realized exactly where, and to whom Leandra was consigning me, I was certain I'd never enjoy the sun's warmth again. But neither she nor I anticipated the Source Hunter. That was her mistake, and my blessing. I never would have imagined Leandra capable of dealing with the likes of Boreas, but she has changed into someone I hardly recognize anymore.
You know you stand accused of murdering the Sicilian High Counselor, Jake, right?
I take no pleasure in the memory of that night. The thought of hurting anyone or anything is abhorrent to me. But in this case, I judged it necessary. If you've come this far, I trust you've learned that the Counselor was far from a humble civil servant. This doesn't excuse my behavior, but perhaps it can help to explain it.
Alright, tell me about the night.
It's a sordid story, to be perfectly frank. Two sisters, a philanderous, treacherous wizard, death and mayhem. Are you sure you're interested in such things?
Bitch, I just killed an undead army. Just an elemental army. Just tell me.
The sparkle in your eye belies your better nature, Source Hunter. Now I know that it is your duty to get to the heart of this. And, in truth, the events of that night were but one part of a larger and much darker matter. A matter in which I'll dare to beg your assistance before we're through with one another. Now that terrible night.
Oh, we got a cutscene.
One night, as I slept, I had a sudden revelation. No dream, but a vision. My sister Leandra and my lover Zandalor. I didn't understand, but I recognized their location. Sicil's King Crab Inn.
We didn't get a cutscene last time.
I arrived and looked through their window, but inside, everything was wrong. Leandra had fled, and Counselor Jake stood over the wizard, a knife in his hand and hate in his eyes. As I watched, he drove the dagger deep into Zandalor's heart, and I was too late to stop him. In that moment, I broke. I saw before me not a man, not even a beast, but evil incarnate. And I used Source to slay him. On the floor lay Zandalor. In my hands, I held Jake's life force. I had sworn never to use Source, but I couldn't walk away. And so I did the unthinkable. I used the Counselor's life to save Zandalor's. He was alive, but only just. Betrayal. Murder. Source. We were all of us guilty now. If you were any other Source Hunter, I suppose you'd strike me down where I stand after that terrible admission. Fortunately for us both, you are no other Source Hunter.
Tell me about Leandra.
My own little sister, if you can imagine it. She was always the more ambitious, the more exacting of us. And she had no fear of the darkness that so often accompanies Source. Her collusion with King Boreas in imprisoning me here confirms my worst fears. She is planning something far greater than I could have anticipated.
Yeah, she's bringing the Void Dragon here.
For this reason, and with a heavy heart, I must ask you, Source Hunter, to find out how far exactly Leandra has become entwined in the dark arts.
Well, she's done blood sacrifices and all that. I think she's a pretty evil bitch at this point.
I hate to extend my own invitation, Source Hunter, but I believe I ought to accompany you to Zigzax's hideout. Presumptuous, yes, but I'd recognize the imp's essence just about anywhere. Both he and you must learn more about the darkness that has extended itself into our dearest Rivellon. And I believe I know where we must begin. Ah, but unless that's a bear flailing through the threads of time, I do believe Master Zigzax is on his way. Make way, Source Hunter, landing in 3, 2...
Hunters, you've done it! Icara is free! Ah, what good it does my impish heart to see her safe and bright as ever!
Oh god, that voice.
We have much to discuss. Come one and all to the end of time. A spot of something warm and the soft glow of the tapestry ought to do us all a bit of good, hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we're done playing hide and seek, let's not waste a jot more time. Oh, I just can't wait to pick your every synapse.
After you, Master Zigzax.
We've solved the murder and caught the culprit, yet this case feels anything but closed.
There's more to this crime than simple fact. Killing a killer is hardly the same as killing an innocent, after all.
We'll have to learn more before we can assess Icara's true guilt in this matter. Fortunately, she seems quite eager to tell us more about this entire dark affair.
Alright, let's go back to the end of time. And Medora's like, oh, she uses Source, and John is like, you know she heals a lot of people and shit, right? Right, bitch. Alright, let's talk to her and see what's up. And everybody's here! What a treat.
Why, I see Master Zigzax has upgraded from his shabby little hut at the edge of the hour, from the fairy dimension to the, space-time weaver hunter imp one. What do you call this place again?
This is the homestead on the shelter plain at the end of time.
Ha! Is that so? It seems I have my share to learn about the magical world yet. The end of time. Well, suddenly your association with Master Zigzax makes sense. Well, I must say, it's no small relief to find myself in a safe haven among such allies.
Let's start from the beginning. How is your sister involved with the dire happenings around Rivellon?
I believe the answer to that begins centuries ago, when your order was still cutting down so-called dark magicians by the dozens. Ours was a family of born sorcerers, you see. It was in our blood to interact with Source. But our parents were determined to curb the power within us. Still, their meekness wouldn't save them from the Source Hunters.
Then it's true. You are a sorcerer. No shit, she told us! You mean someone from our order killed your parents?
They came on a quiet morning. My mother was wild with fright and commanded me to hide myself and Leandra outside, among the trees. Even at that young age, we knew not to question her. We climbed high into the branches of a nearby tree, And before we could look away, our parents were cut down without ceremony before our door. The Source Hunters sauntered away, wiping their blades with pride. 2 more sorcerers dead, a job well done.
What become of Leandra and yourself?
From that moment on, everything was different. As we trembled in that tree, our fear and our desperation were so potent that the magic within us began to weave together. Our souls became forged together, our bond unbreakable. We would survive, thrive even, within those woods, never speaking to outsiders. Our soul forge meant that if one of us were to die, the other would instantly perish too. We kept one another close. Leandra's capacity was enormous. Source didn't frighten her, and she delved into that dark well with terrible regularity. I did my best to guide her, but she fast outgrew my admonitions. My sister and I were mired in a solitary existence, witches among the trees when Zandalore came. Leandra especially couldn't leave him be. He was a feast of information, and she wouldn't rest until she'd absorbed every bit of knowledge he offered. Their days were spent on charms, hexes, and the like. At night, Leandra would wander off to practice what she'd learned, and Zandalore and I would settle into our quiet tasks, side by side. We were a content trio, the 3 of us, but base impulse would undo us.
What do you mean by base impulse? Let me guess, you guys fell in love and Leandra felt jealous.
As you know, Leandra and I were soul-forged. This offered us a window into one another's souls. I knew Leandra had developed feelings for Zandalore, and she knew I had too. But it was me to whom he confessed his love. Those quiet evenings together had captured his heart, as they had mine. Her heart broke the moment we announced our new attachment, and I felt the pain of it as sharply as a knife. She fled, without a word, and I didn't see her for 2 terrible years.
So, Leandra is now like, wah, my parents are dead. Wah, the guy I'm in love with doesn't love me. Therefore, I must erase all existence. Wow. Wow. I don't use this often, but what a puss.
My connection to her, our soul forge, grew weaker. It was as though some third entity, a parasite, were atop our souls, sucking the strength from it day by day.
Alright, let's change the subject. How do we stop Leandra?
We've a single order of business first and foremost. Leandra is gathering an army, and I fear we'll have to get through it if we wish to find her. But first, we must learn more about Leandra's plans. How many of these so-called Immaculates does she have in her palm, and to what end is she directing them?
Void Dragon, fucking erasing existence.
Your journey must begin in the Lacula mines, where she has been accumulating materials and manpower for a purpose as yet unknown. The way will be dangerous. Her allies are growing more powerful and numerous by the minute, but we must discover exactly what Leandra is planning and why.
Can you tell me about infiltrating the mines?
A soul forge comes with its own benefits, Source Hunter. Though our connection has weakened, I still see the occasional vision of Leandra's doings, the pangs of her deepest felt emotions, and flashes of her triumphs.
You know she can see yours too.
One vision. I had thought it was only a nightmare, but now I see it was something much worse. Leandra is collecting materials, precisely what, I cannot say, and is hard at work shaping them into something sinister. Her frustrations are rivaled only by her mirth. I can see she's growing closer and closer to achieving something dire. You must make your way deep into the mines to see exactly what she's planning.
Is there no redeeming your sister?
I believe that our soul forge has been damaged. By what? I can only guess. The fraying of the bond between us has left Leandra adrift in a well of sorrow she truly believes will never end.
Yep, it's more like when things are bad.
What she needs is a hand. My hand, out of this abyss. If our soul forge is repaired, I am certain she'll cease blazing this path of destruction.
And let's discuss the soul forge between you and Leandra.
I cannot condone the terrible things she's done, but I can seek to understand them. With our soul forged in such tatters, I believe Leandra is adrift in the not at all inconsiderable sorrows of our lives. What's more, I sense a terrible force bearing down upon the bond between us. It is hungry, and it consumes ever more of Leandra's mind and soul. I cannot say exactly what this force might be, but I'm certain it's both driving me out and driving Leandra on. If I could only repair the forge, I'm certain she'd put a stop to this madness.
Alright. Okay, let's do this, I guess. Alright, what's next? We haven't leveled yet, have we? I wonder what else we need to kill. Well, we need to go back to actually the Fairy King's place. Because, you know what? There's a treasure room I haven't gone to yet. So, we should go to that treasure room. Because that'd be awesome. I went to the wrong place. I fucking went to the wrong place. Not the cave. Castle entrance. Thank you. Now, through there. Thank goodness I have shoes that don't allow me to trip. Alright. Did I pick up anything that would be useful? Bloody amulet. Oh, I think Pearl picked up everything, right? Identify. Everything. Alright, can I get here? Alright, no. Then... Hey, Blooming Sentinel. Oh! These guys give me shields. There must be something around here somewhere. I remember there's a way to get in. Let's see. Oh, there we go.
You who seek the winter treasure, prove your intention, prove your worth. I demand to know if friend you be, the name of the earthen brother of Boreas.
His name is Lurian.
Correct you are, and freely may you enter.
Are you Arnold Schwarzenegger? There we go. And more. Okay, alright. Zorik. I need your stealthiness. Your invisibleness. Dojahan can do it too, but you do it better. Alright, let's go disable all those traps. Just go in. Go in. Go in. Go in. Go in. Don't attack that thing, please. Run. Do that thing that you do. Awesome. And then Pearl, use your pyramid. Thank you. Look at all the treasure. Is this plate worth a lot? Oh yes. Alright, let's get all the plates, guys. Why can't I get that plate? Why isn't... Alright, whatever. Whatevs. Alright, there's the Starstone. I need that. Give me that, please. I don't need it. But I will take it. Alright. And then... Ooh, the sword thingy. Alright, I will take the plates, because they're awesome. I wish I could just take all this gold. That'd be cool. Alright. Sword kit.
Treasure!
Yep, treasure. Paintings. I'll take that to sell. The winter amulet?
What's that gleam?
Ah. Alright, give it to Zorik. He's gonna wear it. But let's just take all the pretty cups because they're useless. Ooh, more stuff. Minor healing potion, earth resistance potion. A couple of scrolls. Is there anything here? Ooh, the last weresheep. And the well teleportation scroll. We're gonna need it for that dude. I'll do that. So there's a, you remember that well that was like, my brother is trapped in the place of snow and shit. This is the place of snow and shit. Alright, so let's grab that. Let's get that chest. Take all of that. Let's, grab this book. And that chest. And all this shit. There's nothing here. Books, 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 books. Books, 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 books. Alright, nothing. And stone with scriptures.
The stone is adorned with strange...
Alright, so we gotta wear the... I think we have to wear the amulet and stand in the center of that circle. So, first we're gonna give this to Pearl. Now we're gonna wear this amulet. And then we're gonna go over here. And we're gonna stand here for like a minute or so. I think that's what the guy said. Maybe? Maybe it's a ring. I think it's a ring. What did that guy say? Find a witch, investigate the mines, secrets, nope, log, investigate the mines, soul forge, wishing well, source hunter. Well, I gotta get back here eventually, so... Do we? Yeah, we opened that chest. Okay, cool. Alright, this is cool.